So did you know that the Immortals can have special buffs? That's right, things that they can activate. The Eternal Crown grants you a whole bunch of cool abilities, and today in this video, I'm telling you everything you need to know about it. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Captain Nemo. Welcome to another Diablo Immortal video. Today, we're going to be talking about all of the cool abilities that you get, the buffs as the Immortal and the 4 lieutenants. These are really important and can play a big role in your game, and you need to make sure you use them in the proper way. And today in this video, I'm telling you everything you need to know about them. Before we get started, make sure to smash the like button, hit the subscribe, and stay tuned to the latest content about Diablo Immortal right here on Scrappy Academy. Now, what am I talking about? Well, the Eternal Crown gives you a whole bunch of powers as the Immortal or the 4 lieutenants. In fact, Didessa herself, the creator of the Eternal Crown, I'm standing in front of her statue right here in the middle of the Immortal Overlook. If you take a look in her hands, she's actually holding this Eternal Crown. So what is going on here? What is this Eternal Crown? To be honest with you, there's actually not just one crown, there's 5 crowns. So there's the Eternal Crown for the Immortal himself, and then there's the Crown of Agony, Wind, Protection, and Restoration. There's 5 different crowns to, of course, each one of the lieutenants and the Immortal, and each one of those crowns gives you a different buff. So, for example, me, the Immortal, I have the Eternal Crown, and if you take a look at right here, when I activate it, within 10 yards, so it creates like a circle, I'll show you what it looks like. Anybody within that circle who's my ally gains 15% increased attack speed and 20% skill cooldown. That's really nice. It's a really nice ability, and it lasts for 25 seconds. Now, it lasts that long and gives you those abilities because we've upgraded the crown further by upgrading the Immortal Aegis. I'll give you a video up top if you want to see what all of that's all about. But if you take a look, my next crown upgrade is at Silver 4. So that is an Immortal Age that we need to reach in order to upgrade the crown to the next level. Now, okay, so that's not the only crown, right? Take a look. There's the Crown of Agony, which is for the Shadowbreaker lieutenant that you saw just before. That's the crown that they're wearing, and that gives you a 25% increase in critical hit chance, which is a really nice ability. So the Crown of Agony is a critical hit chance increase. The Crown of Wind gives you a 20% increased movement speed and 15% increased evasion. So that's a really good one to have as well. The Crown of Protection, 25% reduced damage for 25 seconds. And then the Crown of Restoration, of course, gives you a heal for 10% of your maximum life for every 5 seconds for 25 seconds. Now, in order to rank up these crowns and get more power out of them, right, you have to upgrade and go up in the Immortal Ages. As you can see right here, the next Immortal Age is going to give me my rank of the 12 for the Eternal Crown. Now, another important thing to remember, this is on a 30-minute cooldown. So all of the lieutenants, the Immortal, whoever's wearing the crown, when you pop it and you activate it, you will have a 30-minute cooldown. So it's really important to make sure that you activate it in the proper scenarios. Like, for example, when you're doing the Chaos Ordeal or a Rite of Exile or fighting the Heliquary bosses, things like that to help your Immortals out. This is why you'd want to run it. Now, the actual buff itself is a button. If you take a look, once you start wearing the crown, you would get that Eternal buff or whatever the crown buff is right next to your heal. So if you take a look at mine right over there, you see the Eternal Crown. When I hit that button, it will activate. So let's take a look and see what it looks like. So for 25 seconds, I'm going to activate my Eternal Crown right now. You will see the buff and the aura around me. So as I pop it, there's the crown. You see that? It moves with me. So for 25 seconds, wherever I'm at, I will buff all of my allies with the movement speed and the attack, right? So that's what it looks like. So whenever I'm doing stuff, now when I die, if I die in the middle of the battle, the buff dies with me. But if I don't and I stay in the middle as the Immortal or one of the lieutenants, this is a good thing to lead your group. So if you're doing things within the Heliquary and etc., or if you're fighting in the Rite of Exile, you want to get right in the middle, pop the buff, and then make sure that you're giving everybody all of that juicy extra crit hit, you know, heal, whatever one of the lieutenants is. That's why you'd want to make sure that the crowns are worn by proper people. That's kind of how it works. The Immortal himself gets a crown, and each of the lieutenants get their own crown with a special buff. So it's really important to make sure that you bring the lieutenants into specific battles, make sure that you spread them between the Immortal groups, because once you pop your buff, right, you're able to heal or do whatever to all of the Immortals within that group. So it's important to make sure that you do it at the right times. Remember, there's a 30-minute cooldown to begin with, but you want to make sure that you're activated during Keon's ordeals, during the Rites of Exiles, during those key moments where you might need just a little bit more to overtake the odds. And that's kind of what they're there for. They're not really there to be used as a normal regular skill. They're not really there to be used all of the time. It's specifically for those moments is when you want to, you know, kind of like activate your crown to give your immortal allies just a little extra boost. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.